The so-called Kennedy Center board wants to rename the Kennedy Center after Donald Trump. Are you kidding me? Like, how does that help deal with the affordability crisis in this country? These people are pathetic. They are sycophants. And these are individuals right now who are bending the knee to a loser. The Republicans are losers.
A political storm has erupted in Washington after a stunning decision involving one of America's most iconic cultural institutions. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries has blasted the move to add President Donald Trump's name to the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, calling it a disgrace. The White House confirmed that Trump's hand-picked board voted on Thursday to rename the venue as the Trump Kennedy Center, a move that immediately triggered backlash. Jeffries, who sits on the board as an ex officio member because of his role in Congress, said the board has no authority to rename the center without legislative approval. He told reporters the decision would be challenged and made clear to the public. The New York Democrat said the vote crossed a line and undermined the legacy of a national cultural landmark named after President John F. Kennedy.
The so-called Kennedy Center board wants to rename the Kennedy Center after Donald Trump. Are you kidding me? Like, how does that help deal with the affordability crisis in this country? These people are pathetic. They are sycophants. And these are individuals right now who are bending the knee to a loser. The Republicans are losers. Why are you bending the knee at this point in time? It's not clear to you that, as Michael Ray Richardson, the great former New York Knick, once said, the ship be sinking? It's over. This is the Titanic. I don't get it. I really don't understand the situation. Because these people promised that they were going to lower the high cost of living on day one. And they failed to do it in year one, let alone day one. And now their holiday gift to the American people is to continue to try to block our ability to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits, but they want to rename, allegedly, the Kennedy Center after Donald J. Trump. These are sick people. Something is really wrong with these folks. And here's the final thing. They don't have the power to do it. Only Congress can rename the Kennedy Center. The wannabe king and his sycophantic minions can't do it. But they're going to create a spectacle across the country, and everybody's going to chase this story. But how does that actually help the American people who've already been convinced that Donald Trump is not focused on making their life better? The whole thing is extraordinary. And it's another indication of the fact that things have fallen apart quickly for Donald Trump and the Republican Party.
President Donald Trump, responding from the Oval Office, said he was surprised and honored by the decision. He praised the board as highly distinguished and among the most respected people in the country. Trump, who serves as the board's chairman, has previously referred to the venue as the Trump Kennedy Center even before the vote was taken.
Well, I was honored by it. The board is a very distinguished board, most distinguished people in the country. And I was surprised by it. I was honored by it. You know, we're saving the building. We saved the building. The building was in such bad shape, both physically, financially, and every other way. And now it's very solid, very strong. We have something going on television, I guess on the 23rd December. I think it's going to get very big ratings. And the Kennedy Center is really back strongly. It's in very bad shape, very, very bad shape physically. And we were also to get Congress to put up a lot of money and other people to put up a lot of money. We had a lot of donors come in for record-setting numbers, so we saved the Kennedy Center, and I was really, this was brought up by one of the very distinguished board members, and they voted on it, and there's a lot of board members, and they voted unanimously, so I was very honored by it. Thank you.
The clash now sets up a high-stakes political and legal confrontation over power, precedent, and legacy in the heart of Washington.
Today I learned that the Kennedy Center board asked or said that the Kennedy Center would be renamed the Trump Kennedy Center. That's a sacrilege to a martyred, heroic, historic American president whose name was attached to the Kennedy Center for his support for cultural excellence in America, and because he was an assassinated president who we all mourned on November 22nd through November 25 and thereafter, because he gave his life for our country. And the idea that Donald Trump would want his name to go before Kennedy's or even with Kennedy's is a sacrilege. It should not be changed ever, and it should go through this Congress, who named it the Kennedy Center on a bill sponsored by, in this House, and signed by President Lyndon Johnson. Stop this, Mr. Trump. If you have any sense of dignity and honor, you would renounce this. Don't say that you're honored. You should renounce it. John Kennedy's name stands before all others, and the Kennedy Center should not be renamed.